Kansas Jayhawks have endured some early season tests, and they're still top ranked in the country. The Jayhawks 4-0 as they take the floor in Allen Fieldhouse tonight, welcoming in the UNCW Seahawks out of the CAA, a battle of undefeated teams here on Big 12 Now. Chance Moore, Brian O'Connell, our officials. Kansas in white, UNCW in the dark. And the Jayhawks have the basketball first. KJ Adams hands it off to DeJuan Harris, Zeke Mayo, Rylan Griffin, Hunter Dickinson, the other Jayhawks starters. This is Mayo pulling back on a shot, getting it back. And UNCW clears the rebound. Sean Moore up to get it. UNCW, they passed the eye test getting off the bus. They've got guards that look like guards, and they've got big guys that look like big guys.
No doubt, and we talked a lot about Newby, but they got multiple guys that can score the ball, and you see trapping Newby right away in ball screen.
Dickinson ahead of the pack for the flush.
Worked on that at shoot around, blitzing the ball screens, trying to get the ball out of the hands of Newby and forcing a turnover early.
15,300 in Allen Fieldhouse making noise. 127 free throws through 9. 37 free throws attempts against USC Upstate. With those two makes, Newby is now 30 out of 34 already this season. 30 out of 34, and they just started their fourth game.
But that's a big part of what this game's going to be, keeping UNCW off the free throw line. That's something Kansas has struggled with.
Kansas breaking the pressure. Dickinson recovers off his own bobble. Mayo launching from deep.
It's a shot, obviously, you want Zeke Mayo to shoot with confidence and continue to let it fly. Go under a screen on Mayo, he's going to shoot it.
McGriff attacking Dickinson, gets it to go.
That's going to be how
the lob, and Mayo with the reverse layup to get it to go. Harris on the floor knocks it loose. Mayo getting to it. Harris recovers. Rylan Griffin open and knocking down a three.
Oh, DeJuan Harris. Bill Self has a saying, don't dribble fumbles. That loose ball was like a fumble. Mayo tried to dribble it. Harris grabbed it, and he finds Griffin for the trailer three.
But this is the sport where the ball is round and bounces correctly, right?
That's true.
Sean Moore. Now off the inbounds with UNCW.
Kansas. You think back to that North Carolina game right here. Those Carolina guards just
for UNCW is Harlan Obioha, a native Kansan. Kansas bringing some early heat defensively in the half court. That ball knocked loose. Harris on the ground, but the Seahawks save. Williams to the bucket, bothered by Dickinson. Long outlet to Harris. He attacks the rim and will shoot two. Nolan Hodge. This is a deep UNCW team. Takeo Siddle wants to play at least
that are aggressive, can score.
Points per game through three contests, tops in the country. Obioha against Adams. Dickinson clears. Kansas again off and running. Coit to the bucket and a blocking foul.
And one of the things we've seen early on is these numbers early in possessions.
Coit goes 1 of 2 at the line.
Mayo, Coit, DeJuan Harris, all have gotten open triples, just haven't made them. Haven't seen a true post-up to Dickinson yet.
Mayo off the curl to the bucket for the easy finish.
Steven, see how he just hesitated for a second, stopped, and then changed speeds.
Jamison an open three. Cashes it. Elijah Jamison. His first three of Jamison to the bucket this time, challenging Dickinson. Dickinson quickly to Coit. Coit, reverse layup, count it. Nice shot. Dickinson with his 5th rebound of the night. Dickinson and Badunga in the game. They hook up for a slam.
Great high-low from Hunter Dickinson, and he's really more of the 4-man with this lineup, and Badunga at the 5. Dickinson can shoot it, and he's a really good high-post passer.
On the drive, contact and a foul against Harris.
That's Steven. They got to be made right away. If you wait for it, you got to exploit it and throw the ball inside. It's coming in there.
And you could make the argument kind of beating UNCW at their own game a bit.
Couldn't agree more.
Into Adams. Again, a nice high-low. This time, not the two bigs, but KJ Adams. Still an 8-point Jayhawk lead. Ross with a clear side of the floor. Drives, has it blocked, but a whistle will send him to the line. Ross, a 77% free throw shooter for the year.
In a historic venue.
7 newcomers, including 5 division. Wing 3, right side. Hodge, too strong. Rebound loose. Controlled by the visitors from Wilmington. Newby from the Jayhawks' tail. Kisses it home.
Sometimes all it takes is one for a score to get rolling, but that starts with a loose ball, offensive rebound to find their star an open look.
Coit finds Adams baseline. Extra pass into Badunga. Tough finish for the freshman. His second basket.
Great passing, especially from KJ Adams, who's excellent as a passer around the hoop.
Wide open, corner 3, Newby. Can't use the backboard from there, but the tip goes. Coit will try one. Dunga way up for the rebound.
Love his activity and energy.
Harris, step back 3. And it goes. DeJuan Harris, his first 3 of the season comes in game number 5. McGriff, left hand, nice move. Kamari McGriff. Second basket for the junior out of Tallahassee, Florida.
Smart from McGriff, understanding Badunga wants to block shots, so you throw him a little fake, and he's probably going to leave his feet.
Played over 2.5 minutes without a stoppage. Coit in the corner. How about back-to-back triples for the Jayhawks? After 2 that night. We'll see if it's a 5-minute limit again tonight. Maybe a few more if possible.
Very important piece for KU this season.
Hodge with a step-back 3. Obioha getting to the putback.
Force it to be a shooting foul and get him to the line. 340 pounds as a freshman.
Mayo hanging. Dickinson. Odd shot.
Yeah, probably one Zeke Mayo should have shot himself.
Well, Jamison has been really aggressive when he's had the basketball in his hands. He has.
Coach Self's dad's saying that he's come all the time. See Bill Self all-time wins. It's just so cool, you know, to see what it was like from day one.
Inside Dickinson. He'll shoot 2. You weren't in on the first.
He had a way about him, and you were around him. He had a confidence in him, and rightfully so. Winning at a place like Kansas doesn't just. Kansas's effort has been there. Just haven't been able to convert enough of these open looks, whether it's from the perimeter. And UNCW hanging around.
The scoring pace for both teams has slowed here as Shaq Moore gets to the rim for the tough finish. Kansas has led the entire way. McGriff and Badunga, 2 similar body types, and Kamari McGriff showing off the repertoire in the post. He has 6. Mayo, nice fake. Nice step through, left-handed scoop. Zeke Mayo deep into the bag.
Wow. You talk about being under control and on balance in the use of the pivot. That was beautiful from Zeke Mayo.
There's a reason he had almost 1,600 career points in 3 years at South Dakota State. With Jamison aggressive again. That wouldn't fall. McGriff cleans it up, though.
Needed to have multiple
They want to go into McGriff. Good denial by Badunga.
I like going into McGriff. He's 2 for 2 on Badunga.
Ross, nifty fadeaway for Noah Ross.
He is a mid-major in the non-con.
Only 6 teams have beaten Bill Self in Allen Fieldhouse in a non-conference game. The other 156 have not done it. Adams to Badunga, out of the timeout. Extreme execution for Bill Self's team.
Gosh, is that gorgeous. And KJ Adams on that short roll is just an incredible playmaker.
Badunga falls down. McGriff to the bucket.
Some of those, they scare you.
Minutes to go before halftime. Newby way out. Offensive rebound, Ross. The fadeaway. He's hit a couple of those. Noah Ross, junior from Apex, North Carolina, cuts it to a 2-point game, and a couple dozen Seahawk fans that made the trip from North Carolina trying to make a little noise.
And that's 2 offensive rebounds from Ross that have led to 5 points.
Storr tries a step back, and a big 3 for Kansas. Newby, wing 3. No answer. Mayo, long outlet to Adams. Adams trying to make a play, draws a blocking foul.
Into the game at the 5, who's more of a smaller, skinny 5. I think the ball needs to go in. Newby, the point guard, he's guarded forwards. He's just done a little bit of everything.
Is he the most important? Get a third opportunity.
Offensive glass has been big for UNCW in this half. Got sent 10 second chance points, looking for more here.
Newby finding McGriff. He takes another bite out of the bucket. Kamari McGriff with a dozen.
That's how Newby wants to play. Just ball screen, get in the lane, make something happen. And McGriff having a heck of a first half.
Harris straight on 3. Couple triples in the first half for DeJuan Harris, his first 2 of the season. We know when he's open, though, he's got the ability to knock it down.
I love it. No hesitation. Even though you haven't made a 3 all year, go under a handoff, stop and shoot it with confidence. You have to, or teams are just going to continue to go under screens and under screens and under screens.
Ross, 3 fadeaway buckets for Noah Ross here. Now they kick things into gear. Seahawks 0 for their last 9 from the field. Sean Moore goes to work, fading. He'll sit right before the end of the half. 1-1 for McGriff. Had the more famous yells of the name Ross.
Probably.
Well, this is the one where UNCW is going to have a single-digit deficit in Allen Fieldhouse. Final 15 seconds. Can Kansas finish with some points? Harris over the top for Dickinson. Nice. Scores before the double team arrives. Newby to beat the buzzer. Got a
Siddle right now would be, you feel a run coming, you call a timeout. No sense in saving timeouts here, because there are some second half runs that have led to that great record that we just illustrated.
And DeJuan Harris opens the second. To be clear, you're telling Takeo Siddle that advice because you think they have a chance to win this game. Rylan Griffin off the steal, coast to coast. There's a quick 4 for Kansas. Adams, high post. Mayo, backdoor, this time to the rack for the finish.
Been doing it for 20 years.
Jamison again to the bucket. I feel like every time he's come into the game, the first 2 times he touches it, he does something with the ball. Vertical.
I don't know about that call. So this lineup now is the shooting lineup. Plays and Dickinson post up.
Pick and roll with Harris and Dickinson. DeJuan all the way to the bucket. Nifty finger roll. Made it look easy.
At weak side.
Mayo, crossover, floater, bucket.
Beautiful. Hot Ross kind of cheating that ball screen.
Nolan Hodge forcing up a 12-footer, and he'll get to shoot 2.
This second half, a lot more one-on-one rather than ball and body. And
Hodge knocks him. Adams finding Dickinson. Hockey assist to DeJuan Harris.
Just so pretty. For that lob, and Adams sees it and throws it.
Shaquille Moore in as Harris sits. David Coit in the game as well, and he earns a trip to the line. Ball's not above the rim, but on the way down.
He said he can score. Getting 20 a game at Northern Illinois. He's kind of got. So we wondered, they're going to go with Clements or play small. They're going small with KJ Adams.
Small but physical. McGriff says no worries. First field goal to find anything. Keeps the dribble alive. Goes back inside. Scores. He's fouled. Noah Ross just kept working and working. And he's had a chance for three.
How about driving along the baseline? He was able to dribble literally from one sideline to the other and get Jayhawks' last field goal.
Passmore trying to create something. Able to find Dickinson. That slipped out of Hunter's hand. 4 to shoot. Harris checks it, floats it, got it.
And certainly Harris is pretty good at those little floaters.
Harris 2 threes in the first half. He's hit 4 two-pointers here in the second half. Too much contact as they were trying to bother Dickinson.
Haven't been a ton of those one-on-one post-up situations.
Front end of the one. Newby on the extra pass. Ross saved it, but right to Mayo. Jayhawks on the break. Passmore. Count it. Rakis pass.
Think about, how can I make Wayne Simeon better? Make him more comfortable.
He's pretty good already.
Yeah, exactly. But that's a part of what will get you more minutes and more opportunities.
Zach Clements in the game for Kansas and connecting. An immediate impact for the redshirt junior. They go into the 7-footer Obioha. It's
Good
knocked
help.
away. Griffin attacks. He lays it in. Kansas by 20.
That was a quick, decisive catch. Rip.
Clements going inside for KJ Adams, who's just back in and turns it over.
You got to see the whole picture for Clements. And there's a lot of bodies in there to throw it into the post.
Nice move, Greedy Williams kissing it home off the window.
JUCO transfer. A nice quick stop on a dime.
His first points of the night. 6:45 to go. Coit, 3. Yes. David Coit, his second long ball. Third Jayhawk in double digits tonight, joining Mayo and Harris. Joshua Corbin has been shut out tonight. Feeds McGriff. Going to work on Clements. Knocked away, but a foul. Is next week for him in the Live Oak Bank Holiday Classic. They'll play, but
and it's certainly an opportunity for Bill Self to
9 total turnovers. Corbin, good fake. Williams in the corner, 3 ball. Count it. Greedy Williams. 70 to 56. UNCW trying to get it back to single digits.
Well, with the way UNCW can score, in particular get to the free throw line to stop the clock to score, 14 points can get erased pretty quick.
In for Dickinson. McGriff went for
just so productive.
extra pass. Corbin the fake. Open look. And UNCW has knocked down back-to-back threes after A.J. Storr giving to Adams. Coit had an open look, drives it instead and lays it in. David Coit, 13 points. Throw that all the way into the backcourt. Williams nearly went out. Shot clock at 5. Blocking foul. Still trying to draw a charge.
I would. I knew you were
parking their offense late in this game. That's a lane violation. He'll get another.
I don't think I've.
Williams gets a reprieve and pays it off. Kansas up as many as 20. Lead down to 13. Under 4 to go. Harris turns down the ball screen. It's a tough shot, but he drew contact. And 2 free throws coming up. DeJuan Harris knocked in the first free throw. Second one, perfect. Is down now. Not in a hurry with 3:30 to go. Backdoor, Store, reverse. He'll shoot 2.
Second one, they've been one offensive install for the past 20 years. And true to his 2 game, the high-low stuff that has somewhat evolved into what he called.
Here's Noah Ross hanging. Boyd will push the tempo. 4 on 3 if they hurry. Dickinson run in the middle. Count it. Hunter Dickinson. I don't know if he. Kansas just wearing down UNCW throughout this second half. Fadeaway goes for Nolan Hodge.
You to 1 shot.
Griffin splits 2. Dickinson a slam. How about 15 points to go with the 15 rebounds?
Love the play, too, from Rylan Griffin. Again, I'd be curious what Coach Self have to say of what the conversation was like at half. I think a lot of it was centered around defensive rebounding.
Griffin, pitch ahead. A lob. Store. The exclamation point. Kansas back in front by 20 on their way to a 5-0 start to the season.
And hopefully that leaves A.J. Store feeling better about himself, who just struggled making shots from the perimeter, but he gets a dunk to end the game.
Newby with only his 2nd field goal in 9 tries. The shot clock is off, and Kansas will just dribble it out. 20 seconds to melt away. DeJuan Harris, 17 points, 6 assists tonight, moving over 700 assists for his career this evening. Leads 4 Jayhawks in double figures. Hunter Dickinson, 15 points, 15 rebounds. David Coit, 13. Zeke Mayo, 10. And Kansas beats UNC Wilmington 84-66. Jayhawks improved to 5-0. The Seahawks dropped to 3-1.